Into draft we go. Let me move some stuff around. And we shall talk about League of Legends. All right. We need to see the much, much better early games, a much better early lane priority for Lost Ratones. They've gone red side. I'm just saying, I've seen a couple games now where I expected bot lane to be able to get some priority in there. They Taeyun swapped out of the lane that should have given them priority and then just didn't get it in the game too. Which I'm not a fan of. Do you think LRs went out of steam because they know the outcome doesn't matter for them? That probably doesn't help with drive, but I think also a lot of the issues that they've kind of managed to just like overcome by sheer fucking will, rather than actually resolving the issues around early game, are still problematic, right? And they've still just not had a great tournament. It's the other thing. They've just not had a great tournament. They kind of just about scraped into playoffs. Had a good round of 16. 3-0'd quarters, but it wasn't actually... There were some games in there that really should have gone against them. How many games are left? Depends. Xbox help. 404. What a great name. If KCB win this one more game. If Lost Ratones are going to win the series, it's 3 more. But basically, it's first to 3 wins. It's a best of 5. KCB are currently 2-0 up. So if KCB win one more game, it's over. Lost Ratones cannot drop a game now. So anywhere between 1 and 3, depending on outcome. Hazir first pick for slow queue. That's not a shock. Like, in the slightest, by the way. Faust looks depressed. I mean, he's had a very bad series. I hate to say it. He's been blasted in both games. Kiana gets through. Oh, dear. That's going for Lost Ratones. Velia did at least have a decent Kiana game the last time he played it. Feel, I'm catching this feel. Unicorns in LEC is going to be fun. It's been a while. It would be great to have them back for briefly. Ari for Nemesis. Very different, but it's a good pick option with the... It's really good with Kiana. You've already lost the Rise, which is your other best setup, but I think Annie with all the nerfs just isn't worth it. Ari does just fine. The response will be the Zed, which can match the early kind of... The early snowball potential of the Kiana well, and arguably can actually be really annoying for her because you can get death marks and stuff down. You do have to be aware that Grass Blade can cause some trouble, but that now means that the early priority in lanes is going to matter a lot because either one, getting the early priority around Scuttle Crabs and Invaders makes a massive difference because both these champions want to snowball really, really, really hard. We've often seen Zed more into things like the Trundle because Trundle hates the Zed early, gets invaded and has a bad time, but a lot of that, again, is predicated on early lane priority. Kled will help with that. It's not bad with the Kiana. And the reason Ari's good with the Kiana is where the Annie and the Rise are your point-and-click CC. Ari is more targeted, but it's still very good. And particularly once you hit level 6, your ability to just hit the charm and blast someone's very, very important. But what it basically means is as long as Ari hits the CC, it gives Kiana a lot more freedom to not miss her much shorter range CC and really hurt people early, which is a big deal. Big deal. I didn't catch this feel. That's very sad. That's tragic. Kled blind. I mean, it's going to ban out some of the other things here, I guess. They banned the side themselves, interestingly. Didn't want to give that one up. Jack's away. Yeah, it can be a bit annoying for the Kled, who does actually end up getting outscaled. Class loses duels as the game goes on with that one. We are a few games deep here as well, so the pool is getting thinner there. What else do you ban away from main to hit? Do you ban against main to again? Possibly, actually. Especially if you are going to blind a Kled, you probably have to. Gwen? Don't like it. They'll ban the Ornn. Okay, fine. What is he going to look at now? Yorick might not be an awful option. The Cage can be quite good. Renata. It's not bad into Rel. Bailout can also really screw with Zed. Not bad into Rel. You can pull her out of the hand, the crash down. Might suggest they're looking at a Callista angle here, actually. Which is why they're saying, okay, then we'll just go Ziggs. Ziggs Rel's an annoying combo. You Magnet Storm means it's very hard to miss the Mega Inferno Bomb. And actually allows you to keep poking people out. Caitlyn. Lane Prio. Can bully Renata, but you are with a melee support. Very good kill combos. If the Rel lands a CC, you still go through your kill combos with a kind of headshot into trap, turn around. But they'll go for the Jhin instead. More setup. More utility to give your Zed more room to move around in the fights. It's not bad for Zed right now, actually. Yes, there's mobility, but you're not bad into mobility in the first place because of your ult. Rek'Sai, blind. It's not why it's actually not bad into the Kled. You can weak side with that just fine. It actually gets shoved into a lot of tank matchups. I'm not sure what it's like into the Kled, but I've not seen Rek'Sai versus Kled. I'm not going to lie to you. Monty's, or Corey, if you go down to the widget inside, so if you're on Twitch's homepage, if you go down to the widget, you can get stuff there. Well, I can see in the Kled. What is this at point? I mean, in fairness, Baus is a big Kled player. But so there's a widget inside, like, the About Me section of Twitch. Zig's also really good for towers. I would have agreed. I think they've gone for a bit more setup to help the Zeds here. Sivir, I actually quite like. Spell Shield's not bad. Stand and deliver. It gets shoved into the bot side with the Renata. Bailout, Spell Shield makes it quite hard to blow up. I actually think Yukino is going to have to do quite a lot of work here to get the kills, but we'll see. I do think generally that Qiyana is better than Zed on the whole because you are much more draft agnostic, whereas I actually think the Zed sometimes needs much better setup to make things work. You do theoretically get to play the poke game here, though, with the Jhin, the Azir, and the Zed, because Zed is effectively a poke mage in mid-game, because you throw out your Shadow and look to tag people with your shurikens, and you can play that style of gameplay. You've got to be aware of potentially getting punished for doing that by the Ahri then diving forwards, the Qiyana looking to ult you, the Kled pressing R. So if Zed misuses his Shadow here, that gets very problematic, and that does prove to be difficult for a lot of jungle Zeds who try to use their Shadows for clear, for poke, and get punished by not having that mobility free, especially if they're not good Zed players. Because what are the things... Same with Qiyana. My baseline for Zeds, for Qiyana's, if you're going to run them in the jungles, you have to play them as well as a mid laner would. And if you can't, then don't bother. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Think X is going to have a good map 3? He's got... I don't know. I think so. I mean, considering KCB have been playing well, this is their least good draft, I think. It's still playable, but it's a much narrower margin of victory. If they do play well, he'll be very, very important. He's probably going to at least be relatively safe this game. Thank you, Christy. Got it. So yeah, for people who don't know... Hang on. Where's the... Let me pull up my Twitch page. Let's do it that way. Twitch. Mute the site.
Minions have spawned.
Right, let me quickly show you. We're about to have some early games, so I don't do this too long. But for people who are trying to play the Pokemon game, it's the widget down here. This is where you get your shop stuff. Down there. That widget in the About Me page. Okay. And we're done. Boop. I think if Nemo falls behind, this game gets cut off real quick. Can be. But Ahri, Qiyana, the Ahri sets the Qiyana up really well, like the Ryze and the Annie do, which we've seen a lot of that combo over in the LPL and some Worlds angles too. And Ahri can do that just fine. So if you can punish Slowq and get him to fall down, that'll be really, really big. Be a requirement, though, I think. How's game volume, by the way? Is it about right, or do you want me to put it up a bit? Rek'Sai's getting shoved. but bot mid have got a shove on the other side, which is great. So yeah, this is what we see from Kiana's, is they back after one quadrant and will pick up a longsword. Kiana's had a clear nerfed a little bit because she used to be able to do what Zed does, which is full clear, then back for double longsword. But you still get to fight with that extra bit of AD, which is partly why these junglers have been so nasty around Scuttle Crabs and why they've been really, really nasty for Trundles and the like. Zed being Zed, though, still clears basically at 3 minutes dead if you're good, and Yukino is good. You can see he's basically about to finish up Krugs here, so we'll be able to reset, double longsword, and look to fight Kiana here with that longsword advantage. So this will be a reset from Zed at 303, so perfect clear from the Zed, well done. Double longsword, we'll look to come out and fight somewhere. We'll see whether he wants to go bot side or top. Mouse about to remount. Mainter will burrow and heal himself. And so basically we got basically a pair of top laners who are going to try and get some healing. The Grievous Wounds doesn't really get to matter. Actually, did Kled have his Grievous Wounds nerfed / removed from Bear Trap on a rope? I seem to recall that being a consideration. Did that happen? Kled, Wiki. Oh, flash, nice! Flash auto gets it with a passive. Well done from Yukino, and gets out of range of the turret shot. Very good from Yukino. 60% win rate. Played a lot of games. Played it a day ago. It's very strong if you're good. Velya's going to jump over. Nice from Velya. Oh, the shadow away. Grassblade. Gets the terror shape. Good combo. Cost Velya the flash, but that's a nice return. 1 for 1. Unfortunately, of course, Kled doesn't get the assist. Yeah, they removed the Grievous Wounds. That's the one. That's the one. They removed the Grievous Wounds with that mini Kled rework. That's right. Is the end lost Ratones? No, not at all. But they might be in trouble here in EMEA Masters, at least. We'll see. The least Velya manages to punish well. Got to roam towards that top side. Again, the other thing is, because you've already early reset... Oh, does it get the kill? Bouse! Drops aggro. Main will heal by burrowing. The other thing that backing early for Longsword means is that Kiana can then full clear again and not have to reset. So can stay out on the map longer, which feels really good in terms of your clear speed and clear efficiency. It's going to get dicey. Oh, doesn't quite get the kill. We'll have a tunnel. We'll have a second one. Velya might have enough here. Lands the Prey Seeker. Can look to Grassblade. Doesn't really get all that much value, so back away, but does keep Bouse alive. Bot side, while all that's happening, they're going to turn over towards the dragon and make this happen. Partly why Zed is so obnoxious is he's really, really good against early objectives because his passive applies to monsters. It means that you will often see Zed smite early against their own camps because they want to get the Contempt for the Weak active, because anything below half HP takes extra damage from autos. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Bouse not getting that wave crash really sucks. He's actually down quite a lot of CS here, and the tunnels are proving really obnoxious. At least he's only down, but he's down about the wave, basically lost under the turret, at the very least. But not getting that crash sucks. Velya eats the chunk. You're not going to win this 1v1 right now because you don't have your ult. It's going to be forced off the Scuttle Crab. You have to play Smoke and Mirrors with your Grass Blades really well against Zed, because if he lands the double Shuriken, it really sucks. And he gets level 6 off the Crab, so he would have been all in and died. Zed's ability to 1v1 is largely better than the Kiana's, though Kiana's ability to play out team fights and be better in more comps is better, basically. Brutalized rarely, we'll be going for the Profane Hydra build. And if Zed misses you the Shadow, the skirmishes get harder. Yeah, he doesn't handle team combat well. Well, we'll see. I mean, obviously... The other thing is we are basically just getting the behind-the-scenes people, and people just being a bit tilted sometimes. And that happens in any pro team, guys. Like, that happens. People get upset. People have disagreements and argue and fight, and that's fine. Doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to be good at the game or have issues. I do think they could probably have better communication lines, and again, we've had issues with the early game and comms there. That stands true. But that doesn't necessarily mean that these people are suddenly not good at the game. If you check poker help, if you do... Hang on. That should give you commands. There you go. Crowny got his back interrupted. Full shots. Reckless can come over and bail out, but it does interrupt the back. It is Spellbooks. Piero immediately gets the heal back. That's annoying for the reset timings. Reckless gets rooted. Mount up. No, just a Shadow Strike the crash down, but they are going to call the curtains. Anyone going to be taking an impromptu bow? Barrier used. Bow's not having fun topside. He's not near his remount yet either. Does Mainta have ult? I don't think he's got kill threat. If he lands the Unburrow ult combo, that gets tricky. Baus gets the remount. That's better from him. Loses it again, though. Gonna get the plate here. Can look to burrow and get another combo off. I think Mainta's looking for the kill. There's no wave anymore. Can't do it. Can't quite get the Unburrow. Nemesis just missed his E. Has to ult towards the turret, but that's now an ult down as well. Also, full set of grubs now from Yukino. That's really good. There's a 10 CS lead now for the Zed. I don't know how much that'll stick, but it's still very good early on. Okay, first strike for Valia. You do sometimes see Conqueror, depending on how things want to go. The first strike's basically I want straight up burst and to farm gold and not play too much for the early game, which I think is fair because really this lost Ratones. Zed's gone for the electrocute. That's fine. Better with the poke. Better with the all-in. I do still think KCB are better in the skirmishes than the straight-up team fights. Lost Ratones got a better team fight team because they're going to have the Kiana ult, the Sivir ult, the bailout behind them. A good pick with the Kled and the Ahri going on forwards. You can dive forwards, and KCB getting closed down on can be really problematic for them. I don't think I was expecting the Rex side to be quite as good into the Kled as it was. Ooh. I want that Pupitar. I had a thought. Imagine if LR lose before opening stream and they're down 0-2 XDD. I mean, yeah. Baus is about to get ulted. Did he ult? No, he didn't. He's going to get over the wall, though. Nice pocket pistol, Baus. Yukino's coming. Oh, that's going to be a kill onto the carry jungler. Yeah. Oh, whoops. That's the one. I realized I misspelled. Yeah, they're basically top lanes have been fighting the entire time. Yukino's getting that kill is really annoying. It's not a bad shove. Got ult again. Oh, Magnet Storm. Oh, good flash. Oh, they missed. Good flash from Nemesis required. Burn quite a lot for that. Should still get them, Dragon. They burned Magnet Storm and... Actually, they burned 3 ults. I think they have to give this up now. They didn't get the pick they were looking for, and Nemesis can TP back in. Good chunk on Avelia. But he doesn't want to go forwards now. Yeah, I think that's Dragon for Lost Returns. That's really good. Yeah, that's really nice. That's too many ults down. You might be able to get someone on the retreat. Piero just crashed down overwards. Did he have a smite? No, he didn't. Another Demolish proc. Main's going to get that one and then look to tunnel away. Did get pulled back briefly by the bear trap on a rope. Land shark trap on a rope. Would be sooner if they could do the reverse sweep. I mean, maybe. They're only 1,500 gold behind. This is the least crazy early game. Oh, boy. Dead. Nice. So the ZV Ahri matchup. And Nemesis play this lot. That's interesting. Maintain needs to be a bit careful. There's a charge angle for Baus. Okay, won't do it. And he missed his Unburrow. Look at turret shot. I think Baus could all in this. I missed his bear trap on the right. Okay, fine. Oh, I didn't get it. No. Okay, top side. That's Baus going down. Nice. And Slowkey gets the kill. 2 kills for the Azir. 2 kills for the Zed. That's a bit dicey, guys. And they're going to get first turret here as well. They've got the early grubs. This is gone. That's rough with a 0 with Nash's Tooth. It's going to disappear. Exa might die to Velia. He's going to all in him there. Yeah, I think Velia going to flash ulted there. They won't. Okay. How the hell do you set a poker, buddy? I actually don't know. You do that with commands, or do you do that in there? I'm doing well, Cynical. Good to see you. How's life? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the community. Come say hello. Crowny. I think he's going to get... Oh, he's not going to get ulted. But Mainta's gone Sunfire Cape as well. In fairness, you are into triple AD. Everyone but the Ahri is ADR buff's going to eat so much damage. Oh, boy. Look, Zed, who gets to play the 2v1s, the 1v2 is pretty good. Velia's going to find him here. Could potentially look to all... He's going to Supreme Display of Talent, but doesn't actually get the ult. And now Velia's dead. Velia's dead. Double Shuriken. Did that go wide? Obviously, access issues. Deadly Flourish. Goodbye. Kill picked up by Exet. They wanted to know that one over. That's rough. That's rough. Oh, I need to choose one. We can do that. Can I do that off my phone? I don't know if I can, actually. Good charm. Nemesis has got Reckless coming on down, so Mainta doesn't actually want this all in. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Oh, no! Good ult away. Unburrow. Oh, they missed the charm! And the bailout was late! That's a tilter. Where was the bailout? Was it just there? Was it already used? Bloody hell, son. Avelia. Yukino doesn't land the shurikens but forces the flash. Look, Zed v Kiana, we're seeing how much more comfortable Yukino is in these kind of matchups, right? I don't think it's Velia's fault, right? We're looking at massive lane priority everywhere. No, we've not seen Velia have a support on his same screen the entire game. But KCB just looks so much more coordinated about Yukino and a carry. 5,500 gold ahead at 15 minutes is tough. I think the moment you get a Zhonya's here as well, I think the Azir is going to be under a lot less threat as well. You are playing for severe win condition at this point. And also I'll say, Kiana from behind is not a champion. She does nothing with her ult. Ult. Not with what my ult, just auto the turret. This champ looks very silly. Can be. Can be. Hey, Vasu, good to see you, mate. End of the Golden Road. Yeah, it might end up being a little tarnished here, I fear. Bouse. In some danger, they might be able to ult. Oh, interrupts Mainta vaguely. Not enough. Not enough. Yeah, just had a second tunnel. Look at Velia. These just not. That's not the position of someone who's having fun. Okay, might get him here. That could be big. Ults the way to buy some time. Goes over the wall. TPing out. TPing out. And all the while, look at the other side. That's a dragon being picked up. At least it's not Soul Point this time, because LR did get one of the dragons. Like, exactly. Dickerish, I actually agree. If River has to go do military service, and, you know, God bless, I've been casting River since he was in LGL in 2020. Back when he once used to be known as Baby. Nemesis, goddamn, nearly dies as well. If Yukino would be a very good pickup for 100 Thieves if they or whoever picks up that roster, and you gotta hope someone does, right? As a replacement for River. I'm going to miss River. I am too. I have loved that player for 5 odd years. I'm so glad to see him finally getting some success. Rek'Sai Gremlin. Yeah, gaming. He's doing that well. I've got a quick question for me. Do you know how LEC will work if KCB wins EU Masters in case you're a team in the LEC? So we've been having this conversation, and it hasn't been confirmed yet. When it's happened in Valorant, they've just gone for the highest seeded non-academy team. But I think that would be very rough for KCB. So I don't know. I don't think it's been fully determined. So the answer is wait and find out. But it would be a real tragedy not to see this KCB team performing if they get there, right? Or Unicorns, whoever else makes it, would be a big... Why couldn't they play? Because Karmine Corp already are an organization within LEC. So there will be conflict of interest issues. Loki just missed that ult, by the way. So I don't actually know. So there used to be sister teams in the LCK, right? You had Samsung White, Samsung Blue, Azubu Frost, Azubu Blaze, SKT T1S, SKT T1K. Like we've had Flash, Crowny. Oh god, he's gone. Get Deathmark, nerd. I mean, what do you do as a Sivir there? Impamata, exactly. Dade versus Pawn. They switched Dade over to try and change the teams. They found incredible success. So it's been done before, but that got dropped when OGN stopped being the main runner of LCK. The rules changed, basically. That's not bad. But they just don't have damage. Baus doesn't quite die. Got bailed out. Doesn't really make a difference. Nemesis comes over the wall. Looks at the charm. Flash away from Slowq. Not bad, but it's just too far away. And Nemesis needs to be really careful if the Shuriken's back. You can good dodges. Now Nemesis actually got to be really careful. Potential crash down angle. Doesn't find the Shurikens. X is just stepping on forwards and trading with the Kiana now. Good grief. I'm aware of having 2 like conversations at once. One's on screen. One's about sister teams. But basically, Riot decided that actually sister teams were going to be too much of a potential conflict of interest issue, where potentially teams, because they're owned by the same org, could throw games against each other depending on who's doing better, etc., etc., etc. And so they didn't allow it. Whether they would allow it for this tournament, I don't know. Whether they just say, yeah, the players can play, but it would have to be under a non-affiliated banner, don't know. So lots of different options there. Hey, Danksman, good to see you. We went 1-3. It's true. Verdant did go 1-3 against KCB. Lost Ratones right now. Their Achilles heel has been their early game, and KCB are quite good at that through the powers of Piero and Yukino snowballing. And yeah, your Zed has snowballed. What do you know? If only you know. They'll just do it since they're already kind of saying screw it with the LR thing. Oh, Danksman, I'm assuming you have info that's not public yet. That's a scary smile to put in, chat. If you want to leak things, you know, I'm not down. I'm down. Actually, I said I probably shouldn't be encouraging that. But then again, I know what Danksman's like. The people need to know. I suppose they'll know soon enough, to be fair. To be fair. Did Nema hit one Chan? He got the one on the Zed when he ulted him, but basically because there's old Zed into Ari tech. That is, you know where Zed is going to land, so you just ult behind you, because the Zed will always land behind you, so it's a free charm. Used to be a huge part of the Zed v Ari matchup. Sounds some nice ones. Oh! Gotcha. Yes. Ah. Okay. Interesting. Those are some interesting words, Danksman. Thank you for them. So nice to know that you really love pizza with pineapple on. Don't know why you DM me that. But you know, I can get behind it. No, genuinely me same, actually. I think pineapple on pizza is tasty. It might not be traditional, but it's very good. I am a fan. I think it's cool. I like cooking with fruit in general. I think fruit in curry is excellent for those who've not tried it. Try adding some dried mango or raisins to your curries. You'll get a really nice extra bit of flavor. It's great. Dried mango rehydrates in curry. It's wonderful. If you're doing South Indian cooking, it is the bomb. The bomb. Gonna get some knockups. Maybe. Baus is really... Baus has not... Okay. One of the issues we've run into is that Baus, if he's actually held accountable and doesn't get lead from his shenanigans, if he's forced to play an honest game of League of Legends, looks a lot more mortal as a top laner. And Yukino is also very, very, very good at taking early advantage and taking over a game. He did that on the Jarvan. He did that the game after as well. What was he on game 2? Can't for the life of me remember. Dive comp. It was Pantheon. And he's gone for the Zed here. The moment he saw the Kiana and just gone, yeah, well, you play Kiana, but I play Zed better. Eat this. Been a big, 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 big deal. And look, this Zed has done what it's supposed to do. It's not Team 4. It has skirmished. It has 1v1'd. It has had all the follow-up in the world. And this looks so much more dangerous. There we go. Immediate kill of the Ahri. 1 bit of CC lands. Everybody pounces. You're dead. Didn't even need a death mark. Main to flash away. This is over. It's 3-0 for KCB. The rats have finally been led by the Piper into the river. They are drowning, folks. A supreme display of talent that hits nothing. The only thing on display... Well, I'm not sure you'd call it talent right now, as harsh as that is to say. Out comes the Void Rush and main to eat another alive. The Land Sharks are circling. The Jaws theme is rolling. And the horror show continues for Lost Ratones. Who have finally run into the juggernaut of the LFL and been unable to beat them. Lost Ratones against the LFL, and the LFL, at least their first seed, likes those odds. The Rats finally stymied. The Plague put to rest. The Golden Rat ends in silverware. But only twice this year. And the dream dies at the hands of Karmine Corp Blue. The perennial emperors